Welcome to Rasnew's History. Picture this. In the heart of Rome stands a ruler with no army, no vast territory, no empire of land. Yet for centuries, kings bowed before him. Emperors feared his judgment. Millions believed he spoke with divine authority. This ruler is the Pope, and his kingdom is the Vatican, the smallest state on earth, but one of the most powerful institutions in history. So how did this begin? To understand the Vatican, we must go back nearly 2,000 years. In the 1st century AD, the Roman Empire ruled the known world. And within that empire, a small religious movement began to spread: Christianity. One of its early leaders was a man named Peter, a disciple of Jesus. According to tradition, Peter traveled to Rome, preached there, and was executed by Roman authorities. Before his death, he became the recognized leader of the Christian community in Rome. After him, another leader was chosen, then another, and another. Over time, the Bishop of Rome came to be seen as Peter's successor, the holder of a special spiritual authority. This idea would change history. At first, Christians were persecuted. They met in secret. Their leaders held no political power. But in the 4th century, everything changed. The Roman Emperor Constantine converted to Christianity. Persecution ended. Churches were built, and Christianity began to spread across the empire. The Bishop of Rome was no longer a hidden religious figure. He became a public spiritual leader in the capital of the empire. As the Western Roman Empire later collapsed, kings and warlords fought for land and control. But in the chaos, one institution remained organized, educated, and united: the Church. While kingdoms rose and fell, the Bishop of Rome stayed in place, advising rulers, blessing armies, settling disputes, and shaping the moral order of Europe. Slowly, the Pope became more than a religious leader. He became a political force. By the early Middle Ages, a new idea had taken root. The Pope was not just a bishop. He was the vicar of Christ, the representative of God on earth. To oppose him was not just rebellion. It was a spiritual danger. And kings began to realize, to rule safely, they needed the Pope's approval. A man with no army had begun to command emperors. A priest had begun to shape nations. A tiny religious seat was becoming a global power. But one question remained. If the Pope had no army, how did he rule kings? Episode 2 continues the story: how the Church ruled empires.